Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys a fun kind of project that's pretty easy but can make a kind of cool looking little Christmas tree for the holidays here. And this is what one of them looks like here finished. And like I said, it's just a super simple kind of project. You just take 3 boxes and squash them down into triangles and then make a little star to put on top. And then I just put a little pin through to kind of secure everything together. It stands really well on its own. You can certainly adjust how many levels you want to make with it. If you want to be really ambitious and make a really tall one, you can. I just did 3 here just to kind of show you guys how it looks. But I was just going to show you guys the steps first and then how to put it together. This particular one I made here, I used this nice fancy color paper that I had that has this neat kind of pearl kind of glow to the paper, and so this is sort of a special thing, and it's a special size too. It was 19 by 19 centimeters, but the general dimensions of the way I do everything is the same no matter what. I have my largest size paper here. This next size paper is 3/4 this size, so you remove a quarter off of each edge, and then this is a half a size, and then the star is a quarter. So it kind of all goes in order of the kinds of things you have. So you can use these dimensions for any kind of shape paper you have. And if you start off even bigger, you can obviously put one more on top that's a quarter and keep going depending on what you want to do. But let me show you guys really quick how to do this first. The basic step is to make a box and then to squash it down into a triangular shape. And it can be a little daunting at first, but it's, and I think I've shown you guys with the treasure box before, but it's, it looks a little weird and it feels like you're really ruining everything, but if you smooth it all out, it looks good in the end. So I'm just going to start off and show you guys how to we'll just make a box really quick here. And I'll show you guys how to squash it. Now this paper here, of course, would be like the base of my tree if I was making another one here. Get this part folded up. And if you guys want to see slower instructions for how to make a box, I'll show you guys that. But I'm just going through really quickly to show you guys how to do this. You put all those points into the center, fold the sides into the center as well. And do that for both sides, doing this like door base by bringing everything into the middle. Open it up, take these 2 flaps and pull it all the way out. Then I'm just going to take this flap and fold it down for a second. That way when I fold up, I make sure everything is tucked in nice. Line up your sides as you do this. Make sure that these edges line up really nice so you can fold that edge up straight. And then just repeat that process on the other side as well. And then we want to just go ahead and take these sides and put them into the center here. And I'm just going to go ahead and first fold these edges in and then take this top part and collapse it on top. So again, I've got kind of these creases here already. I'm just going to be reversing them as I fold in. And then take that top flap and fold it down. So that gives you a completed box. Now the next step is to just take one of the corners and smush it into the side. And I know it seems a little scary, but hold on nice on this side and just kind of push it in. It looks terrible, doesn't it? It's like, no, what am I doing? Push it in, get the edges lined up, and really smooth out into the center part. And on the outside, you should have something that looks a little less scary. And then it just takes kind of getting things rearranged here, getting that other part really securely dented in, and then just making the creases really clear by kind of folding down and getting each of these kind of completed off. And it should give you a really nice, clean, finished piece that looks like a nice little triangle. And then you just repeat that for the other pieces. Now I've done that for these 3 here. And I've got, like I said, the 3 sizes that I wanted. So this this winds up giving you the 3 pieces that you need. And then you want to make a little tiny baby star to go on top. So as a really quick reminder, I can show you guys how to make a star. The star actually uses a paper that is 2/3, so I want to get rid of a third here of my paper. Roll it around into an S shape, fold it down, line up the edges, and then I'm just going to fold this side over. And then that little part there is the part I'm going to cut off. I don't really call this cheating because we're just cutting the paper so that we can start off with with one piece of paper. But, you know, if you're one of those purists who believes you have to use a square piece of paper, this origami might bother you, but you could also just fold that part over. But you end up getting this piece of paper here, and then I'm just going to follow even actually where I had that other crease, because I just want to fold things in half. Open it up, take this top right corner and fold it towards the center crease I just made, but first make sure that you make a nice clean sharp point in the top left corner. So get that started and then shimmy that other point around until you can get it lined up with the center. Turn it over here. Take this side now and smush it straight against that edge and get this side lined against this edge as well. Should give you a nice equilateral triangle here. Flip it over. I'm going to take the extra that I have, pull it tight against the edge, and then just tuck it inside. And then I can go ahead and make a series of crisscross creases here by folding in half in each of these 3 points. Now, there's a little extra of paper underneath sometimes. Don't worry about that. Just, you know, work with that as you get to it. It's right here on this one. You'll notice there's a little bit that sticks out. Just try to keep everything tight and snug together when you make that crease. And then open it up. And then take each of these three corners, fold towards the center. And on this one, I just usually fold first the main flap, and then take that extra paper and fold it snug against it. So do that for all 3 here. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold all the way over to the other side. And you can do that for all of these first. And again on this one, just leave it the way it is. And then pull this part up. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with this one. Leaving that part up, you can then fold back on the crease you had from before. And then we just go around in a circle and fold up and back on each of these until we can get a nice little completed part. And the key to this is to make sure that you've got that part that has the white part tucked under first. And then you go around to make sure it's one over, one under for the others so that you can get a nice little completed star. But of course you need to make it smaller so that you can get a little tiny star. And I'll have the slower instructions for how to do the star and the box in the description if you need reminding. Now I've got a one of those little pins that you can get that has like barely any head to it. You know, it's just one of these little pins. And what I like to do is you can go ahead and start by just first popping a little hole through each of these 3 pieces. Now, it might prove to be a little bit difficult, and it's easy to accidentally get going where you don't go through the hole, even though you might put it through once, because it's easy to get through the layers and get kind of stuck in there. But you want to make sure you've put a hole through each of those 3 areas. And then take your star, and I'm going to just go ahead and find a spot here. And it really doesn't matter which one. I was just trying to look because I had done mine before. Here we go. Go through the center towards the point, and then just hold on to everything with all the folds and just use your table to pop it through. It should go right through the creases, really. But we get through to this, and then I'm just going to try to leave that little point right in the center, if you like. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start off here by first going through the top one and going through on and on. Now, the bigger and more layers you do to this, you know, you might need a pin that is a little bigger. You want to make sure you've got something that's going to handle going through all your layers, okay? And then once you've got that one, go ahead and get the last one too. Try to get it all angled around here, and then just slide that little tip down to about the center. Get it turning towards the front, and it should give you a nice little completed little tree And like I said, you can have a lot of fun with these using different colors, different varying degrees of the height for everything. But it's just a really simple kind of fun Christmas tree. And I hope you guys can have lots of fun ways to use it. You can get beginners together and have them make the boxes, and then you can help them out with the squishing part if you need to. But it could be a lot of fun, and you can even have people decorate with extra glitter and stuff like that. So just a fun little way to take a simple traditional origami and make it kind of fun for the holidays. I'll have some more fun projects to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!